Hey everyone, it's Alicia from Ambi, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Kalle Mattson. How you doing?
All right, you?
I'm great. You just released this new EP called Avalanche, which we are loving here at the Ambi home base, where we are today actually.
Great.
So just to get acquainted with our viewers at home, tell us a little bit about this EP release.
One, I don't think, I've tried not to call it an EP. I'm trying to call it like a mini record, because I think EPs are sort of tossed away in a lot of ways, or they're like extra songs that didn't make a record. But this is different. I tried to like make a mini record basically that has a theme and story and hopefully has some weight and substance behind it, I guess.
My favorite part about the mini album would have to be the weight and substance. It's such a deep and personal record, just like your previous one. So has that ever been difficult for you to let down that wall of privacy and kind of just put everything out on the table for your listeners?
Yeah, I guess. I don't really think about it. I try not to like intellectualize it and sort of just go with what feels right and what I think makes the songs good. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I've laid like everything in my life out, but certainly like some things, and you know, hopefully those are things that people want to listen to. You know what I mean? Like I just try not to think about it as much as I can. If you start really thinking about it, it's probably not going to make a good song.
Well, you have this awesome thing going for you where a lot of the videos you create just happen to go viral just because they always end up looking amazing. A great example of that being Avalanche, your latest video release, where you recreated 35 of your favorite record covers.
Yeah.
It turned out incredible. So
Thanks.
Just tell us a little bit about how you initially came up with that idea and why you decided to roll with it.
One, because I thought it would work well on the internet. But it was sort of inspired by, you know, like my dad is a really big music fan and he has a massive record collection. And I remember getting like Rolling Stone's 500 greatest album covers of all time, like that really big book. And each record sort of had, you know, like a paragraph or a few paragraphs written about it. And I remember like going through it and reading and then picking out those records. And so it's sort of like an homage to, you know, all the records that influenced me and records that I love and records that have awesome covers, and so I sort of inserted myself in all of them.
Was it really tricky to create all of them? Because I mean, 35, making them perfect. What was that like?
I had nothing to do with like making it, other than like standing there and like people like putting clothes on me. I didn't really think of any of the logistics whatsoever. There was a lot of people that worked on that. So it's really, if it turned out well, it's all because of them. Not because of me. Yeah.
How long did it take to get to that final product?
It was one day.
Oh, wow.
One really, really long day. But there was like 40 people working on it in one day. So, but yeah, it was one long day.
Yeah.
Turned out all right.
You mentioned how your dad had a bunch of records. So I guess, did you grow up listening to vinyl? Was that?
No, I wasn't.
You didn't?
I didn't like. I mean, I could have. I just wasn't into like records and music for like most of my childhood. You know what I mean? Like I remember like having memories of it and stuff, but I don't specifically remember like until at least I was like 14 or something, like being really into music. Yeah.
So are you into vinyl now, or is it still kind of a digital thing for you?
I buy vinyl, but vinyl I think is getting like obscenely expensive for like one record. I think it's getting ridiculous.
Very true.
I mean like I think it's getting silly. So I buy records that I love. And then everything else.
The ones that are worth the expense.
Yeah, exactly. That I want to like, you know, I want to hold on to. But I think like streaming and sort of digital music is a good taste test for everything. If you want to go buy the vinyl.
Yeah, and you posted something on Facebook a couple of weeks back where you said you had written a bunch of new songs for a new full length. You're just a writing machine. So
well, I mean,
what was
records don't come out in time with like how people have written them. Like so this like Avalanche, these were like the first 6 songs basically that I wrote after my last record. So these were all written in 2014. And now, you know, that's almost a year removed from that. So things don't come out in line with how you write them. So yeah, I would say like I don't know, like halfway or 3/4 of a way done a record. I don't know. I have like 20 demos, so we'll see.
Nice.
But yeah, there'll be another one coming out.
That's exciting.
Next year, I hope. Yeah.
Well, before the actual camera started to roll, we were talking about how you're soon embarking on a European tour, taking you through Germany. I know you're doing Berlin. It's going to be pretty crazy for you. So just to wrap everything up, what are you looking forward to the most for what's to come for you?
Well, I'm sort of touring until Christmas, so I guess that's something to look forward to. It's all good. It's all exciting, and going back to Europe and playing, I think we got about 50 shows this fall throughout the States and all of Canada, and then Europe. So I don't know. Looking forward to it all. Berlin's always good, so I'm going there next week, and then I go back in November.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say congrats on the mini record release. We can't wait for what's next for you, and I hope you have an awesome time on this tour.
Awesome.
We're looking forward to some of those soon-to-be-announced Ontario dates as well.
Yeah, soon.
So just thank you so much for your time today. My
Awesome.
pleasure. And remember, everyone, you can visit us at amusicblogger.com for exclusive interviews and features with your favorite artist. We'll see you next time.